Hey guys, just want to come to you really quick to give you four really quick tips on how your eyes, look at my glasses, your eyes can be a predictor of how your health really is. So before I get started, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm not diagnosing, I'm just giving you information just to give you more value and actually help you sort of guide yourself through a better health condition as well. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. One real easy thing is if your eyes are constantly red. If your eyes are constantly red, we've shown that actually if your eyes are constantly red, you are more likely to be dehydrated. And usually dehydrated of your water content, but also of your vitamin content as well. So you want to make sure that you're staying hydrated with your, 6 to 8 glasses of 8 ounces of water per day, which would lead to about 40 to 60 ounces of water a day as well. But also you definitely want to have a good mineral content in there as well. Trace mineral complexes, several decent ones. Like I said before, from Good State. I think Synergar has a good one, and a few others, like Innate brand has a good one as well. Blurry vision. Blurry vision is something that as we get older, we always want to be careful with that. Looking at computers a long time, things like that. But one health reason why you may be having the blurry vision is diabetes. We found that 73% of individuals with diabetes actually require glasses. So a precursor or pre-diabetics, you just don't have some sort of vision issues, blurry vision, or faded vision, or sometimes you may be able to see like certain halos around people, things of that sort. It's not because that person is so magnetic or so resonating, but it's really because of the fact that realistically you may be pre-diabetic or diabetic as well. It's pretty one that I see most individuals with. They first start complaining about blurry vision, and then we have to sort of go in there and treat different ways too. Another thing that people that the eyes can be the root of different situations is basically if you have thinning eyebrows, like on the outside edges, like right through here, or it's thinning eyebrows, all of a sudden you just noticing like, man, my eyebrows used to be a lot more thicker, or right now I don't have any eyebrows as well. Could it be alopecia? Of course it can be alopecia. Only about 1% of the population usually has alopecia that bad. Actually, I think it's 0.1% of individuals have alopecia where it shows in the eyebrows first. Hyperthyroidism is what that usually an indicator of, meaning that your thyroid hormone really isn't functioning on a higher level. So a lot of the trace minerals that it controls, your body, it really isn't getting different hormones and sort of going crazy in your body. So if you start to get thin around there, you might also notice that you have some issues with your thyroid. Also, with hyperthyroidism, just to jump into there as well, you can have the bulging eyes where your eyes sort of sit out like this a lot. Everyone thinks that, you're always saying what a lot. But it really isn't that. What it really is that you have hyperthyroidism, meaning that you have too much of the thyroid or thyroid gland inside your hormones, inside your body. So your body is overproducing that as well. And then one last one I want to throw out there is like basically when your eyes are like your eyelids or even your eyes start to twitch a lot. We've been seeing that associated with a lot of increased cortisol in your system. Or that basically means that you're very, very stressed out. And when you're very, very stressed out, two things usually happen. Basically means that the cortisol is overacting on your body, so you have too much adrenaline going in your body. But the second thing actually is that people who tend to be stressed out, we tend to do, maybe I'm stressed out, but they tend to do a lot of sugar and also a lot of caffeine. And those have been associated with a lot of ill effects. And one of them is going to be, if you're really stressed out, you'll do those things and you have a lot of twitching of the eyes. And some people come in and say complain like their left or right eye just won't stop twitching. And that's usually an indication that you're very, very stressed out. So again, what you want to do is reduce that, those cortisol levels by, again, a lot of these are good adaptogens that we have out there. We were saying about the holy basil. We were saying about even the less stress, peaceful calm, combination that we actually have here at Healing Blends. You can even look for things like stragglers. What else? There's a bunch of them out there. Ashwagandha, things like that. That actually help calm down the adrenal glands a little bit as well. So just to recap real quick, if you have the red eyes constantly, if you have the blurry vision, if you have the twitching of the eye or the bulging eyes, and things of that sort. It's different health issues that associate with it. So you just want to make sure that you basically stay abreast of how your body's functioning. Excuse me. But you also want to make sure that you're being on top of things, and the best way to do it is when you first look at yourself in the mirror in the morning. How's your eyes looking? Are they bright and fresh? Or there little things that's going on here and there, and especially individuals that are constantly dehydrated. I see that often. The eyes just stay red because your body's not getting enough nutrients inside there. And again, you got to remember that inside your eye socket is a lot of fluid, synovial fluid that if you don't have the proper balance, you can start having a lot of eye issues from there. And then I was saying about the hyperthyroidism with the thinning of the actual eyebrows and things of that sort. And also eyelashes too. If I add that in there, there can be a hypothyroidism. Excuse me. The hyperthyroidism is the bulging of the eyes, where again you have just too much of that hormone flushing through your body, and things aren't being regulated, and your body's almost like you're always on adrenaline type thing. And then blurry vision is a huge one. Like I said, 73% of the individuals that have active diabetes have a diabetic issue that goes along with the eyes as well, and with the blurry vision and things of that sort. We also see that in the diabetic population, there's a high rate of blindness or different retinal issues because of the fact that all that sugar, all that glucose is going through the body, and also it's dehydrating the rest of the body too. It's just causing inflammation all over the place as well. So again, those are 4 quick tips. That's again about basically making your body as healthy as possible. And you look at different clues that really your body's telling you what to do. A lot of times, if we say, oh well, another cue, I think it's a reaction is, oh, you sneeze. You're sneezing because is an irritant in the air or there's something going on internal. So the eyes can tell you sort of the same thing as well. And like I said, it's a really quick tip of how to look at it and say, hey, look, doc, there's something really going on here, or am I just being crazy? I always tell people more so be safe than be sorry, because there's other things you can actually look at your eyes as well that can even tell, whether with different cancers and things like that. But these are things that are again well researched, as well as things that you can easily find out for yourself. If you ask your doctor, they say, yeah, it's some validity to that. If you look at your eyes the proper way, they can really tell some things as well. So again, just trying to throw some information out there to have you guys have some tips here and there. It's not always about the latest and greatest. Is more so I'm just trying to give you some lifestyle tips as well. And of course, the most common, I forgot to throw this out here, I can even say the 5th one, especially for the sickle cell population, is if your eyes are jaundiced or yellowish, that basically means that the bilirubin in your body is like over being overproduced and your body not absorbing it properly. But that was always the easy one. I wouldn't give that one. But that basically means that, again, hydrate yourself, trace mineral complex, chlorophyll, and a few other things that you can actually throw in there to help wash that bilirubin away and get the inflammation out of your gallbladder as well. So there's a few quick, easy tips that I want you guys to follow. And again, if you have any questions, comments, please feel free to comment below. And also like us, give us hearts. Anything you want to give us, please give us. So once again, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.